Hey guys, what's going on? Brenton here, and today I'm doing my review of Spiral. Spiral is a remake, reboot, sequel. I guess it's not a remake. I think reboot and sequel um, kind of cover what it is. So to explain, a it's a Saw film because it's in the same universe as the Saw films, and it takes place with a copycat killer, not the original killer. And it is, well, let's get into it. It's directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, who directed Saws 2, 3, and 4. Um, I liked 2 and 3. Didn't really like 4. It's I guess. It's not terrible. So this guy knows the Saw franchise. He hasn't done a lot else that's good, at least, in my opinion. But he did have those 3 good to serviceable films under his belt. And it's and it's the same franchise, so he knows this franchise. So maybe this could work, right? Well, let's get into it. The good. Um, uh, Samuel Jackson is great as always. Um, Chris Rock is he's he's serviceable. That's what I would say. There are times when he is kind of bad, or maybe some couple times really bad, really bad, and then there are times when he is all right to good. And I would say that's most of the film. Is him just like reading his lines in a decent way for him. It's not a terrible acting job. I do think that the trailers portray it as a terrible acting job, but that's not his fault. I mean, those few lines are really bad in the movie, but he's the main character. He has a lot of lines, so I'm not saying he was good necessarily. He was just like serviceable. Um, the kid who plays his partner is pretty good, like as an actor and as a you know, and I really liked him. Um, the like chief of police is all right. She's pretty good, and the writing is not so good. I didn't enjoy the writing, and that's why another reason why I'm not gonna blame Chris Rock too much for it, because some of these lines I'm just like, why? There some of them are really bad. Now this movie kind of mixes the Saw franchise with the movie Seven. If you've ever seen that film, it's much more Seven in some ways than it is Saw. I'm not saying that it's as good as Seven. Of course not. It's not even close. It's not even close. But um, but it's all right, and it's a mix of genres that kind of work. The kills in this movie are really fun and good, in my opinion. There just wasn't enough of them. That's the issue that I have. There just wasn't enough of them. This is a Saw film. I want to see more kills. I do. I want to see more kills. I like seeing kills in these Saw films, and there just wasn't enough. So that was another issue that I have. But it's also positive because the kills that they do have, I do think were pretty fun, pretty good. So let's get to the wholly negative, because some of those were sprinkled in some negatives, because it's like it's some of those were like that this is the all right stuff. Um, and the kills is but I want to state that the kills is the biggest part about a Saw film, By the way, the mystery kind of, since I told you it's kind of similar to Seven, the mystery is all right. It's all right. I did eventually see the killer, the killer, the person who is the killer. I did eventually see. Uh, I eventually guessed it throughout the film, about halfway through. Um, in fact, me and my friend that I saw with we both guessed it, and that's kind of not great. I wished it would have been somebody else, but at a certain point, to me, it was obvious, and that is an issue. But oh yeah, so one of the big negatives. Let's just talk about this. The voice. The voice of Jigsaw is really bad. Like, I don't know how you take that really good original voice and turn it into this. And you can go look up what it is. It's bad. Turn it into in it's just why? Just why? I mean, it's whatever, I guess. It's not a huge deal. I mean, it kind of is because it took me out of the movie a couple times because it was so fucking terrible. But I can live with it. What I can't live with is um the constant and needlessing and needlessly um bringing this franchise back up. I don't. If there was something new and different that was interesting and that they wanted to say with this, I would have been okay with it. I was actually excited for this film. Um, because I felt like they were gonna do something different with it, and they kind of do. They try, I think. So I guess I'm going to give them props for trying to do something different, because definitely combining Seven and Saw was an interesting idea, and it does work at times. But I don't think this movie was really needed. I would have rather seen something new and original than see this franchise specifically brought back up. I'm not anti reboot or remake or sequel. I am anti doing them for no reason. And I do think that they had an idea with this, and they tried it, and it sort of kind of works sometimes. It does. It does work sometimes. Um, but it just doesn't work at other times, which is a real shame because I really wanted to like this movie more than I did, and I don't hate this film, but it just at times felt like it wasn't needed, and I know no films are technically needed, but there are certain films that are more crucial, I guess, than others. And this, I thought might be one of them that was more crucial, and it just wasn't because it if here's the thing, if they do a sequel to this, and I think they will in some way, not necessarily with the same cast, but maybe like a sequel with bringing back up like a copycat and all of that. I think that that's a possibility. That's a real possibility that they will make another one of these. I think I might have already been announced. I'm not 100% sure about that. If that is the case, and if it is better written and better acted than certain actors and writing in this movie was, I will change my tune. Maybe not completely on this film, but at least a little bit. I didn't hate this film, so therefore, I think I have to give it at least like a 5.5, just barely below like me saying it's a good film. It's just an alright film. It's there. If it's on TV or whatever, I mean, I don't know how many people have cable, but like, I wouldn't say go out and buy this film when it comes out on Blu-ray or on like Amazon Prime or on like on like Amazon Video or anything like that. Any of these streaming services. Um, I wouldn't pay for a streaming service just to watch this film. But um, if you got nothing to do and you want to go to a movie theater and watch a movie, um, you could go. You could go worse. You could go worse. You could go a lot worse. Trust me. I've gone a lot worse than this. And if it's on TV and you're watching it and it's on, I wouldn't change the channel probably if I saw that was on. So that's my glowing endorsement of it's not bad enough to make you want to instantly change the channel. Fucking high praise over here. They can put that on the DVD if they want to. Trust me, I'm more than that. I think that's all I have to say. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Twitter in the link in the description below. See you guys next time.